And we're back. It's week 10. Welcome everyone. We had a week off last week. There was another event here at the racetrack, so we haven't been here in almost 2 weeks. It feels like forever. It's already at the end of July. Today is a really nice day outside. It's about 80 degrees. It's sunny, but with some clouds, but it's not too humid, so we're really happy about that. Sav, Brandon, and I are about to do a track walk to get the energy up and get ready, get the mood going. So today we brought 3 cars. We have the 12 that you guys know and love. We have the 51, Glenn Reen is driving that today. He was in last week's video. And then we also have the 32 here as, you know, just to keep appearances up and also as a threat. You never know what's gonna happen. So that's here as well. The plan today is to do 2 practices. We don't have a heat race today because there's an open modified race here tonight. So they'll have heat races, and all the weekly divisions, including the late models, will not have any heat races. So we only have those 2 practices to dial the car in and see what the car can do. And then the feature is the second feature, so it'll hopefully still be light out, not too cold. So the last thing I wanted to say is happy birthday to Savannah. We celebrated the shop yesterday because her birthday was actually yesterday, but she's here today spending it with me because she's a good friend. I think that's it. We're all very excited.
Let's
so yeah, let's go.
The vibes are up. How you doing?
Meanwhile,
So what is the advice that you gave me that we did last week that worked?
We didn't do nothing last week. We didn't race last week.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
What was the advice you gave me 2 weeks ago that worked?
You need to
So I can
worry
be
about
reminded.
You need to worry about yourself, take care of yourself, and good things will happen. You're in control of your own destiny.
And how did she do not last week because we didn't race last week, but
Did very well.
did very well because she took your advice.
I guess so, because she's came in my trailer asking me questions about it. So obviously, I must have been the vice must have been something big. I guess I don't know.
Builds a safe and fast car. If you want a good piece, this is the guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's right. I did. I tried it.
20 minutes later.
So we just finished up practice. We went to the driver's meeting. First practice, the car for me was not that great. It had a vibration in the right front. I think the tires were just not that great. We switched to our feature tires, went out for a few laps to see what the car can do, and it was actually really good. We were the fastest car in second practice. And now, like I said, we just finished up practice. We went to the driver's meeting, and now we're just waiting for open mods qualifying. Glenn, how about you?
Car was good. In practice, we just kind of wanted to feel it out from last week. Car was good last week, so we had the issue obviously at the end of the heat race. So I'm excited for tonight. I think we got a good piece. We'll start in the back. We got a lot of cars to pass, but we'll have some fun and see if I can't try to get up towards her.
What's the plan for today?
The plan is execute our plan that we worked on all week.
Here they come off turn 4, 30 laps of the late models under the green flag. Chris Buffoni will lead the field into turn number 1. PJ Zarella to the outside finds immediate pressure from Tom Butler to the bottom for the runner-up spot.
No question, Butler quickly moves into place. Look a little further back, bottom of the top 5. Alexandra Fern moves into the 4th spot. Outside lane looks racy. She sways to the left, gathers it back. She is to the outside of PJ Zarella. Alexandra Fern is marching to the front, back up front. Here comes Butler, green number 4, running the tire tracks of Chris Buffoni.
Buffoni, the race leader at the completion of lap number 1, looking to lead the second here, but finds pressure to the bottom from Tom Butler. A fast closing Alex Fern from 3rd. She's been able to break away from Zarella, Durand, and Saunders, who are stacked up behind her from 4th on back.
Down the back straightaway, Butler takes a peek at the inside. Green car, traditional number 4. Hometown guy that's done good. He's been a consistent contender year after year. Buffoni, the new kid on the block, setting the pace up front. The Tom O'Sullivan welding machine looks good off the turn. Butler tries it again. Here comes Alexander Fern. Down the back straightaway. We've got trouble.
Trouble back straightaway. Couple cars piling in. Glenn Reen, one of them. Daryl Keene in the 79.
This caution involved 3 cars and some fluid on the track, so it was a pretty long cleanup. We decided to not pit since the car was feeling great and I was already in the 2 front rows.
Over there, making sure that everybody gets equal play. Here they come. Equal start this time. The phony, slight advantage. Let's see what's going to happen off turn number 2. The phony to the inside. Butler up on the wheel by a fender into turn 3. Here comes Alexander Fern. Off the turn. Well, we have a brand new leader at the line.
Top 3 cars break away. Andrew Duran way out of shape in 5th, and car number 43 gathers it back as the top 3 once again break away. Alex Fern right there in 3rd, but nowhere to go. Buffoni to the inside, Butler to the outside as they race for the top spot.
Side by side, they come off the turn. Butler digging in deep. The veteran from Stafford Springs, the Mean Green Machine, takes over the lead by inches. Buffoni gathers it back. The blue and white number 07, side by side, but Butler has the advantage. Fern waiting in the wings. That's Alexander Fern. Off the turn. They touch. Butler goes around. Alexander Fern squeaks away.
From my perspective, this looks like a racing incident. These 2 were racing hard in front of me for a few laps and I maintained distance since there was not a lot of pressure behind and I could afford to wait for them in front of me to sort it out. When we went into turn 3, the 07 seems a little loose as you can see here, and we stacked up. Thankfully no one else was collected and both the 07 and the 4 continued the race and finished. Sometimes, when you are the 3rd car behind 2 cars racing side by side, these types of things may happen. I actually watched the replay on the big board from the front stretch under yellow to see an outside perspective, and it just looked like a close racing incident to me. Anyways, we obviously did not pit because I was the leader, and at this point the car was still feeling pretty good.
Here we go.
Alexander Fern, one of the fastest cars on the racetrack prior to the caution flag. Let's see what she can do now here on the restart. Little sluggish to the bottom. Zarella gets the jump top of the racetrack. Fern battling back to the bottom and will take command of this race off of turn 2.
Once she got into the lead, she pulled away by 3.5 car lengths. Back up front, the 9 car, Bobby Sturck setting in 2nd. Meanwhile, trying to reel her in, but she continues to maintain the lead. The big question, does she have enough to hold on as we are at the halfway when they come back to the stripe?
15 down, 15 to go. We might have a new leader by the time they get back here. Here comes Bobby Sturck to the bottom of Alexandra Fern for the race lead. At the stripe, it's close, but it's Sturck by just 7,000ths of a second. Will lead it halfway, and the door remains open for Adam Gray, who will take the 2nd spot, and just like that, Fern will get in the line in 3rd. Alex Fern has her hands full as well. Here comes Paul Verrecchio in the 39. Gray gets away at the point. Here comes Alex Fern. She's not out of this yet. Wants to be on at least the podium here tonight. Running in 4th, and now there's a problem for Sturck in turn 1. A lot of smoke out of the number 9. comes Chris Meyer to the inside of Alex Fern for that position. Fern will drift up the racetrack in turn 2. Meyer to the bottom, Meyer to third.
Alexander Fern for 4th, Wayne Corey Jr. for 5.
Overall, this was a great week again. Another top 5 finish is huge to me, and it feels good to be consistent running with the best people in the division for multiple weeks in a row. Notice that the last 2 races, the top 5 comprises pretty much the same drivers, so to me that's a great feeling. I think the car is better in some aspects than it was last time we raced, but we have already identified some things to work on for next week. The car was great for about 15 laps or so and then fell off. It felt less stable as time went on, and then it got a little too tight and I didn't have as much drive off as I wanted. But I think if we keep dialing it in a little bit each week, it will be great, especially for the end of the year. I want to thank all of my sponsors for their continued support: SAFCO Foam, Joe Hamm Chassis, Schaeffer's Racing Oil, RAD Auto Machine, New England Gear Polishing, and Ignite Marketing. I also want to thank all of my family and friends who support my racing and who help out in the shop every single week and at the track. That's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching. We have a regularly scheduled Friday night race next week, so we will be getting ready for that. If you want to stay in touch, please follow my Instagram. The link is in the description. I would appreciate it. We've been posting some behind the scenes content there all week long. Otherwise, I'll see you here next week.